Christy, if I stack much more stuff on this thing, I won't be able to pick it up.
Yeah. Well, that's what the whole day is about, right?
Yeah.
Is we're finally trying to get organized.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited too. And you know what? We've got a friend here today. Come on over, Mike.
Yeah.
We got Mike with us today.
Hi.
Mike's going to help us get organized.
Yes.
I'm the back lever.
So look back there in the back. You can see the pallet racking we've already got installed. Mike helped us install that last week, and now we're going to fill it.
Johnny's a horse.
An ox.
An ox. Johnny's an ox.
I think he's a deer. Let's get him outside.
Deers can't lift that much. Oh wait, they can.
Little Johnny can't reach the top shelf, so it's time for Johnny 5. I haven't had a chance to show this sprayer yet. It's a PTO sprayer, 60 gallon I believe, and it'll fit right on Johnny. We probably don't spend enough time showing all the things we do with these Artilian forks. Usually we're just grabbing a pallet somewhere or grabbing something directly with the forks, and it doesn't really make an entire episode. So we might not even include it in a video at all. But we find that the Artilian forks totally transform how we use the little tractor. And even more, they transform how we think about storage, even to the point of us buying a whole bunch more pallet racking. Now, while I'm doing a lot of bragging on these Artilian forks, let me be clear that loader-mounted forks on a tractor are not nearly as handy as a true forklift. But for the small cost adder on a tractor, you can add a lot of versatility and a lot of function to your life with a set of pallet forks. I like the Artilian forks because they are so lightweight and keep that all-important lift capacity.
Say, that is precise.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, with some practice you can...
Well, you've had a little bit.
Now what are we going to do?
I was hoping you had the plan.
Hold it. Who's in charge of organization?
Well, me usually, but who made this big mess?
That's the way we work. I make the mess, you clean them up.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's fair division of labor.
Right, yeah. Well, I think we have to decide what else goes on top.
Well, I want the old planter on top.
So that's saying you're not going to use the old planter.
The old planter might as well go, but I don't have permission to get rid of it because it's not mine.
Ah.
My brother Tom told me I couldn't sell it or dispose of it in any way.
I have a plan. Tom, you're getting the planter back next time we come down.
Do we really want to put that in their pile? Tell you what, you make an offer for a 1-row Alice Chalmers planter, got brand new disc openers for it, and we'll see if Tom will take it.
Many viewers have shared that they put items of the same category, of the same project type, you might say, on a single pallet. Then when they want to do a project like that, they can get that single pallet down and have all the items they need. For example, we've put woodworking items on this particular pallet: compound miter saw, air nailers, etc.
It appears to me that it takes a little finesse to get a pallet, even on the middle rack with the 1025R, and probably any tractor. It would be nice if your forks could go, what's that, vertically?
Yeah, let's get one of those nice forklifts.
Yeah, how much are they? Like?
Yeah, it needs to have the power offset.
Yeah.
Are you saying I can get one of those?
No. The finance committee is very thankful that you know how to be patient and finesse the pallets with the 1025.
Nice, that was a nice twist and turn of that. For a moment there, I thought I was actually gonna get something cool. Oh well.
Well, it's just another thing to store.
Even when we borrow a tractor, we now put a quick hitch on it. If you don't have one, check out our website, tractortimewithtim.com, and you'll see a list of all the options and some discussion on quick hitches. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. We'd love to get to that 100,000 mark and like you to be a part of it. Christy backed up to the big tool rack and got it hooked on without even getting off the tractor.
We were gathering a whole bunch of trash and we were just gonna walk it out to the dumpster, and Tim decided to just bring the whole dumpster here. Great plan. You think the stop blaster will fit? Is that what you're saying?
I do, but maybe
Which way?
can we measure? 45.
40? Maybe 41.
Oh, this gets so frustrating. And then I kick it, it goes too far.
It's not gonna fit.
You don't think so, huh?
You only got 30. You know, that box is as far over as it
Yeah,
can
but
get.
once he's clear of this post, he's free to go back.
This is a log splitter we haven't had out of the crate yet. Tim's not sure he can pick it up. Go, Johnny, go! Go, Johnny, go!
You know, Christy, I think I've learned the secret to having plenty of room in my shed.
Have nothing in here, take everything outside?
Yeah, if we park everything outside, our shed will be plenty big.
It would be great, except when it rains.
Okay.
Just saying. It's worth all this trouble though, right?
What?
You will at some point have an organized shed.
You know, it does seem like one of the main approaches we use towards organization is just to continue to stir stuff.
Yes, it is.
As we stir it, we organize a little bit better each time. We say, oh, that box really ought to be over here, or oh, that item ought to be over here.
Right.
We just keep moving stuff a little bit, and you just keep stirring, it gets
Right.
better.
Well, in this
Finally
shed-
it makes a good soup.
True. But we have so many projects in this shed that we couldn't just organize the racking and stuff the way we want it to begin with.
Right.
Because your next step is we're getting concrete poured, and then you're gonna do some electrical,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna do more insulating. So, but everything has to be in here at some stage during all those portions.
Yeah, you know, and we cleaned it out entirely once to do the post.
To do the post, yeah.
So yeah, it's in and out, in and out. But each time it gets a little bit better.
You know what though? I am so thankful you have a tractor with the forks.
Yeah.
We could not do this without the tractors.
But that's only half the story. We wouldn't need to do this without the tractors.
True. Tim, I don't think that's how that goes on the tractor.
You don't think this is how it's supposed to work?
No. I don't think it's a front end mower.
Well, I've been seeing them on TV, all these front end mowers, and I just thought maybe I'd try it.
Well,
Well, the up front motor deck is kind of the leading thing.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
maybe,
But that
maybe.
only works with up front power takeoff.
Oh,
You let me know how it works out for you.
if I go over the grass enough times with this, it might actually cut it,
Or smash it.
mash it down.
The plan was on these things, you just needed a place to get rid of them or what?
I wonder, and actually, I think we may have a place for them. I think we need to redo, Christie, the front, around the flagpole, and have another row of them.
You know what?
Probably.
I think he had groundhogs coming through. Or, no,
Mice.
this would keep groundhogs.
Mice?
Yeah, but he couldn't keep mice with this either, but that's what it was.
So we got to get this mulch out so they can bring in pea gravel for the concrete.
It's been a long time since we've shown you our trail back into the woods. Maybe even last winter when we were picking up the remains of the pumpkins. The previous owner must have planted grass there for the first 100 feet or so. This large beech tree is my favorite part. We decided to distribute the mulch along one part of the trail, which lays extra low and wet. We'll see how it goes. I ended up carting mulch for probably an hour. We covered maybe 150 feet or maybe a little more. Our plan is to pour a little concrete pad or apron or whatever you might call it in front of the shed here and go on beyond the man door there, so all across the machine door and then extending beyond the walk-in door. Since I need to pull that bush out anyway, I decided to experiment with Johnny's backhoe and the new hydraulic thumb just to see how well I could grip these rocks. If you haven't seen any of the episodes with this hydraulic thumb, there was some concern about how it's controlled. It doesn't have an independent hydraulic valve. Instead, it's plumbed together with the bucket dump and curl. Honestly, I think I was the foremost skeptic on this. But in practicality, it's working well. For the most part, I didn't focus on the position of the thumb. It just turned out to be in the right place at the right time. Just once in a while, I would have to open it all the way up so that the thumb would retract all the way. Other than that, it just worked well. You can tell it must be working pretty well for me, or I wouldn't be fiddling with trying to move a 15-pound rock. I actually found it kind of fun. But that particular rock was bound and determined not to land on the pallet. Here's an example of fully dumping the bucket to retract that thumb. It really wasn't a big deal at all. And oh my goodness, did that thumb ever help when it came time to pull this bush. This hydraulic thumb is expensive, but after playing with it several times now, I'm moving from the phase of just trying it out to actually recommending it. It's a fine add-on for Little Johnny's backhoe. You can get yours with free shipping at greenpartsstore.com/TTWT. Use code TTWT, and then you might have to select free shipping manually after you enter the code.
You might not believe it, but that's the first time I've ever tried to pick up a rock with that.
Oh my goodness, you did quite well. It was like it was using your hand.
In fact, better than using my hands.
Exactly.
No, really what's going on here, Mike, is this thumb doesn't have a separate control.
Aha!
It has a single control, and what the viewers have been saying is, oh, that won't work. And so I wanted to try to see here whether it would work or
It
not.
was quite articulate.
And I didn't really think it was, I mean, it just seemed to be in the right place most of the time, the thumb part. So really the separate control for the thumb,
So it's one valve sending oil to both.
yeah, and it's got kind of a restrictor in one that prioritizes one over the other.
Yeah.
And it's the curl
Of course,
one.
then they equalize the pressure and grip.
And then, I don't know, it just seemed to be in the right place at the right time, much better than I expected. So,
Well, here's the main thing. You got all the stuff out of the way and you haven't hit your barn.
I did not hit the shed, didn't even hit this cable. But I didn't get 2 or 3 of these rocks, right? So.
Yeah, well, you know. Time for relaxation.
Relaxation.
Mowing.
Yeah. Now you used to sell lawnmowers.
Dixon ZTR, and they were blue, baby.
Dixon lawnmowers. Hey, leave a comment below if you remember Dixon lawnmowers. Even better if you're still running one today. You'd like that, wouldn't you?
I would love it, and even better if I sold it to you out in the east half of Indiana.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be really cool.
Yeah.
Bonus points for that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wondering what you're going to think of Vinny the Vintrack.
I almost panicked there when I thought I was going to hit a piece of your equipment turning around.
It's going to take a little bit of time with the articulation.
Yeah.
It takes just a little bit of time getting used to that. But
You know, the biggest issue is it's got a steering wheel.
you don't know what to do with the steering wheel on the lawnmower.
Exactly.
Well, it's kind of a newfangled thing.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to continue working in here on the mulch. Christy, you're going to bolt on us, aren't you?
Yep.
Taking off.
I'm going to Bible study.
She's going to party with the ladies.
I'm going to relax out front.
Okay. You guys, thanks for watching. I'm really feeling good about this shed all being cleaned out. The only negative is everything that we have for the shed is all out in the yard now.
But the best part is no rain scheduled for a while.
There you go. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim.
Oh.
Whatever it's called.
It's a sword picker.
Man, you know.
A man cart.